With respect to synchronicity, there's much more we can learn from thinking about relationships and romantic relationships in particular. I hope everyone has had the experience of falling deeply and passionately in love with another person. That's a very exciting experience that's almost a kind of intoxication, when you can't think about anything else but the other person, when it's also intense and concentrated. This is such a very personal and individual experience because when it happens to someone, other people just can't understand what's going on. And they say, hey, what's so great about this person? He's so ordinary. Or she's nothing to get so excited about. How could you be so deeply in love? Usually, when people are in that very romantic frame of mind, we say they're infatuated. I'm not sure that's really an appropriate word because it's derived from the word fatuous, which means silly or stupid. I think the quality of being in love might be closer to wisdom than to stupidity. In any case, it's definitely a kind of inspiration. Being in love puts us in touch with something that's normally out of our reach. It makes us feel powerful. It makes life seem exciting. It makes us feel like all kinds of wild and wonderful things are possible. There are 2 points here that are directly related to synchrodestiny. 2 points that can show us how being in love is like a state of enlightenment, and also how we can use the experience of love to nurture enlightenment. And of course, this is exactly what synchronicity also does. Synchronicity is both a symptom of enlightenment and a means to further enlightenment. What really happens when you're infatuated with someone? What is that experience really like? One of the most striking things about it is the sense that you can see something that no one else can see. It's not really like you're having a hallucination because you may be perceiving the same physical reality as other people, but you're seeing a dimension within that reality that's invisible to the rest of the world. That ability to see something that others can't see is called second attention. It happens during infatuation, but it can happen in many other ways too. And I believe that every experience of second attention fosters synchronicity. When you experience peace in the midst of chaos, that's second attention. When you feel close to someone who's not physically there, that's second attention. When a prayer gets answered, that's second attention. When you trust your inner voice to guide you into making decisions, that's second attention. When somebody with an incurable illness gets better, that's second attention. When you see somebody's aura or a glow around them, that's second attention. When you feel unbounded, free, infinite, that's second attention. When you feel wonder, that's second attention. When you feel that you don't have to be certain all the time, when you base your wisdom on uncertainty, that's second attention. Can you see why this is like the experience of being in love? Vedanta teaches that a person who's in the midst of spiritual transformation is like an infatuated lover. In other words, becoming enlightened is like being in love. Like an infatuated lover, you're not certain what's happening. An infatuated lover is full of wonder. An infatuated lover is exposed and vulnerable, which is also second attention. An infatuated lover is spontaneous. An infatuated lover is transforming. All these emotions also come up during any period of profound spiritual growth. Again, this brings up an analogy to synchronicity. I've said all along that meaningful coincidence is a fundamental principle of the universe. It's literally everywhere, if only we're able to see it. Once we do see the synchronicity in our lives, once we bring second attention to what happens every day, it is like falling in love. Everything seems to turn upside down. Assumptions that we had taken for granted no longer seem so certain, and all sorts of new possibilities begin to appear. The Persian poet Rumi spoke very eloquently about this analogy. Rumi said that the whole purpose of existence is to be a passionate lover. What could he possibly mean by this? I think he meant when you're a passionate lover, you'll see your life with second attention. You'll discover possibilities that other people don't see. You'll take chances. You'll stop worrying about all the little details. Of course, this is exactly what synchrodestiny also means, and relationship is the foundation of it. Relationship is the ground from which it grows.